Good afternoon, everybody. Welcome all of you for the digital campus of NIBM. So today's webinar is on 5 new business opportunities created by COVID-19. I'm Riham. I'm here to present you today's topic. Let's start like this. First of all, what is this COVID-19? Everywhere we see in the news, in papers, in social media, people talk this COVID-19 as a problem. It's a problem. But at NIBM, you see our topic says 5 new business opportunities created by COVID-19. Something different from what you normally hear. So my first question is, do problems bring opportunities? Let's see the answer. Of course, problems, they don't just bring only opportunities, they make an entire new world. The world before COVID-19 and the world after COVID-19 would be totally different. And this is something we have already experienced. The world before World War and the world after World War was totally different. The world before recession and the world after recession have changed a lot. So it is a global phenomenon that when we have crisis, when we have major problems, that will trigger new aspects and it will send the old things out of the market. And that is why I believe COVID-19 has wonderful business opportunities in it. So I can listen that you are asking, what is the proof? Let's look at some examples in the past. Walt Disney, a company from America that became one of the greatest success in entertainment industry after the Great Recession in 1929. And if you think about Alibaba.com, they are doing a wonderful job during this COVID-19, but from where they started, from where they became world famous, that is from 2003 SARS issue they had in China. And you all know Jack Ma is the richest person in China now. Not only that, 2008 financial crisis gave growth for these wonderful companies, WhatsApp, Uber, Airbnb, and PayPal. So these are all companies, evidences that we have to prove worldwide problems, common problems of people creates business opportunities. Let's come to our current scenario. Look what's happening in China. Even in China, Nike says their online sales have grown up by 35% in Greater China compared to the last year's sales. So that shows another evidence, even in the place where COVID-19 started, they see business opportunities emerging newly in this market. Not only that, Louis Vuitton, you all know what is this brand is all about. The most famous brand in the world for luxury product is Louis Vuitton. And Pernod Ricard, another brand you might be aware about. This is the second largest wine and spirit manufacturing company in the world. And you know what? These two companies are now started manufacturing hand sanitizers because they know it doesn't matter what they were manufacturing earlier. It doesn't matter how they were positioned earlier. When this entire world is changing, they also have to change according to that. That is something that they have learned it. Not only them. Now, General Motors, Ford company, we all know it's a big automobile manufacturing company in United States of America. But they have started manufacturing ventilators. Who knows? In future, they might be famous as a medical equipment manufacturer, not as an automobile manufacturer. Skyrora, a company that manufactures rockets, they have also started manufacturing medical equipments. One more point. Amazon. Now Amazon is there in USA, you all know that. If you go to global news, it says USA has this many million unemployment, this many people have lost jobs, all that. But just to give you the point, positive point from there, Amazon has announced they are going to recruit 100,000, remember 100,000 additional people to work in Amazon. So that is where businesses have found opportunities within this COVID-19. To put it all together, what I see is when people face common problems, they seek answers for that. They want solutions for that. And when the common problem is bigger and bigger, not only limited to a country, but for the entire world, that is from entrepreneurs' point of view, these are great opportunities. Because who gives solutions for the problems of people are entrepreneurs. So I see problems and opportunities are nothing but two sides of the same coin. Now let's see if there are opportunities, how we can grab opportunities. I would like to briefly say about these two words, strength as well as opportunities. Strength is something that we are really good at. If you take, for example, Lasith Malinga, he is really good at death bowling, Slinga Malinga we say. That is his greatest strength. If you look at our country, Sri Lanka, one of the greatest strengths we have is the geographical destination where we are in. We are strategically nicely placed in the world map. And companies do have strength. If you look at Apple, one of the greatest strengths they have is innovative capability. So strengths are there with people, they are with companies, they are with communities, and they are with country. On the other side, we have opportunities. Opportunities are coming from external environment, that is coming from market. We have to match the strength and opportunities together to create a business out of it. Two ways are there in which we can match the strength and opportunities. First one is known as inside out. It's like you are opening your window and going to look at outside. You have your strength and you are going to see how you are going to grab opportunities based on your strength. For example, if you can speak multiple languages, you might have an opportunity to guide tourists. The second way we can grab opportunity is outside it. Look at the opportunities first, and when you try to grab the opportunities, you have to check whether you have the capability of meeting that opportunity, whether you have the strength of meeting the opportunity. If you don't have, don't worry. It's the world we are in of collaboration, not competition. So try to see people, try to find out companies who have these capabilities, collaborate with them, and still you can meet the opportunities. So with this background understanding, let's go to the core of today's webinar, 5 new business opportunities created by COVID-19. In giving you the opportunities, I would like to say each and every opportunity starts from a problem, and then for each and every opportunity, I have shown you a rough estimate of ROI, that is return on investment. If you invest 100 rupees for this business, if you operate it well, how much return you can expect out of that. So in that way, the first problem that I see people are facing. People in this situation, they want to first protect themselves from COVID-19. So to protect, we need the protective tools. We need the face mask. We need the body kits. We need the hand sanitizers. And was it easy to find hand sanitizers in the market? Is it easy to find the higher quality surgical mask in the market? Not available. And that is where people see this as a problem, but entrepreneur, they see the solutions. These are the opportunities. First opportunity, even though we can't start manufacturing immediately, there are some world-class companies who have started manufacturing these protective tools. Just for your information, in China only, 14,000 companies have started manufacturing surgical masks. So then we can import them and make it available throughout the country. That's now opportunity number 1. In the same problem, we can also think about producing them. Why not? Because we have a world-class apparel sector with us. We have experienced medium-scale tailor shops with us. If they can meet the health ministry requirements and WHO standards, even they can manufacture, even they can brand it, and that can give them additional return because you are not importing, you are manufacturing on your own and trying to sell it. And if we can export them, our return could go even higher. How we can get the opportunity for export? You see, when a country goes into lockdown or curfew, when the crisis is increasing in a country, the demand for this protective equipment goes up, but the production of protective equipment locally comes down. There becomes a huge demand for import of product. That is what we have to watch out, and we have to export it at that moment. And also, another fine line of opportunity available in this problem is trying to find out new substitutes. As an example, if you look at hand sanitizers, a 50 milliliter hand sanitizer bottle goes close to 200 rupees. So is it something everybody could afford? If we can find out a substitute to have the same germ killing operation at a lower price, there could be more demand for that as well. We should remember in this COVID-19 scenario, people don't have a lot of income to spend. That is opportunity number 1 for you. Let's go to the second opportunity. The second problem people face, Ayurveda products that increase immunity are out of stock. Think about when was the last time you saw a huge amount of turmeric powders available in supermarkets? To be honest, for last 2 months, I couldn't buy a single packet of turmeric in any supermarkets or any shops that I do visit because people have bought them in large quantity. What is the reason behind it? The reason is a lot of news reported in China, traditional medicines of China played a big role in controlling the COVID-19. Whether it is proven through research or not, people are believing it. If it becomes proven through research, there will be a massive amount of demand. But even now, people believe these Ayurvedic products, they increase immunity. So if that is the case, and if they are not available to buy, that is a huge business opportunity. The opportunity is to cultivate. Cultivating turmeric is not a rocket science. That's very simple. Anybody can do it. So we can cultivate it as a business. Another opportunity we have is there are some farmers who have already cultivated in rural areas, but due to the difficulties in the country, they are unable to transport it, distribute it to the city areas. So distribution can also be your second business opportunity there. And third one, we have one of the longest historical medicine in our country, Ayurveda. People are believing in that. Even foreigners do come expecting that medicine to Sri Lanka. So then why we can't export it? Why we can't export our Ayurvedic products to other countries? We can. That can be the new normal in the world. People might look for Sri Lankan Ayurvedic medicine as the first option in the world in days to come. So export opportunity is also there with 40% ROI. Another better one is available. That is value added products. Now value added products mean we have to spend a little bit more on these Ayurvedic products and fine tune it, make it an even more worthy products. For example, rather than exporting cinnamon as it is, if we can export it, you see people are exporting it as cinnamon tea, cinnamon oil and different products to cinnamon that has a higher profit margin and that can bring you huge amount of profitability. Now that's opportunity number 2 for you. Before we go for opportunity number 3, check out this video.
The name of the project is Vans and Drones. And together with our partner Metanet, we developed new transportation systems in combination with vans and drones. Here in Zurich, we have the chance, together with our further partner C-Group, to develop and to test our e-commerce use case.
C-Group is the first online marketplace in Switzerland. What we see is that new delivery services are demanded by the customer. You must be able to deliver a product when the customer is requesting it. Once the customer ordered, the parcel got packed at the merchant and then it's mounted below the drone. The drone will fly autonomously to the landing positions and hand the product over to the van. And then the last mile transportation is done by the van.
The logistics challenges arise in that last mile delivery when vehicles get caught up in city traffic. And this is what causes delays, unreliability, and of course costs. And these are the types of challenges that we believe that we can solve by combining the Mercedes-Benz vans together with the Metanet drones.
We equipped our vans with electronic systems, also on the roof of the van, and this makes it feasible that the drone is able to land autonomous. The driver can take over the parcel box and can do the last mile and deliver the parcel to the end customer. Time is a very important issue, and with the vans and drones technology, we see the potential to reduce delivery time, also if the order volume is increasing. We are enthusiastic about this project because it is the first time that such a solution will be developed. Together we are able to bring all of our experiences in, and therefore I'm sure we will make this pilot successful.
That's cool, isn't it? Using drones for delivery. So check out what is the third problem we have during the COVID-19. Third problem is it is extremely risky to go out for shopping and other needs. People are worried to go out. Even for the essential need, they are worried. Why? We don't know who are the one affected. We don't know what are the risky places. So people are avoiding as much as possible to go out. That brings new opportunities. Yes, first one is home delivery of groceries. We can see already we have started that. People are delivering in lorries and different aspects. But home delivery can be even more innovative. As you saw in the video, that can maintain the social distancing as well as people would find it interesting during this period. Another aspect in delivery in Sri Lanka, we can use bikes also for delivery to reach each and every corner in the country. We might not be able to reach only with the four-wheelers. The second one is mobile health services. This is basically, as we find it risky to go to hospitals, private as well as government, we are trying to bring hospitals to your home through mobile health services. You have to set it up in a vehicle, and then when people request, people order through app or through call, you go as a vehicle, deliver the service with your staff and doctors and caretakers and come back. So you are reducing the risk of people getting interacted more. That is also trending in developed countries, yet to see in Sri Lanka. Third one, this is quite different. Virtual kindergarten. Now, I can see that schools, universities, institutes have gone online. But with time becoming normal, situation becoming normal, they might slowly start back. But the biggest risk factor I see in starting back normal is for kindergartens, for kids who are like 3 to 5 years of age. Do they know to maintain social distancing? Can we rule them to say don't play with others? That will be extremely difficult for kindergartens and preschools. So what the option they have is start it through a virtual kindergarten. Some developed countries have started that. I have watched some videos which are really exciting. The kids are really excited to go online and meet their teacher, say hi, how are you to their friends, and they are learning through online. And you all know that kids in today's generation are more favored to smart devices. They love it. So when you try to give it to them and start learning, they enjoy that. Most importantly, what happens in a traditional kindergarten, the parents do bring their kids and leave them on the gate and they start crying and you have to run away. But here, they are going to learn with their parents and we see they are enjoying that very much. That can be a really good opportunity as it shows 50% ROI is possible with that business opportunity. The last one is telemedicine. What is telemedicine is all about? Is again medical consultancy through online. Check out this video to see how it would be online medical consultancy.
If you're worried you've contracted COVID-19, that's the disease caused by the novel coronavirus, don't just rush off and see your doctor, at least not right away. It seems counterintuitive, but health departments across the country are urging people with symptoms to call their doctors instead of heading to an emergency room or urgent care facility. This lets doctors better determine if someone is sick with coronavirus and whether they need testing. In addition, the Centers for Disease Control and the World Health Organization are both encouraging people to use telemedicine options like American Well, Buoy, or Doctor on Demand. Many hospitals offer virtual clinics as well. The benefit of calling ahead or going online is twofold. One, it keeps anyone who is sick from spreading their illness, be it the flu, a cold, or coronavirus. And two, it can give physicians and nurses more time to devote to those with more severe symptoms.
So that could be the new normal hospital, not the traditional hospital that we used to go. We can easily get it done through telemedicine. And remember, it has a very high ROI as well. So if you have a dream of starting a hospital and you couldn't find money for that, this is the time for starting. You don't need building, no rental, no electricity, just some apps and technology with some networking. There you are in the business. Now we are coming to opportunity number 4. Opportunity number 4, I believe we could have started this little bit earlier, but nevertheless is not too late. Let's learn from COVID-19 and we could still start it. It could be the biggest game changer for the entire country. What is this? Now, all around the world, people fear of food shortage because they know productions have come down, people are locked inside, and they fear there will be less and less food in days to come. But Sri Lankans are smart. They have responded very well by trending the home gardening concept. Now, whether in cities or villages, everywhere, everybody has started cultivating something. That is really wonderful, amazing. So what is the opportunity that we get out of this problem? First opportunity, cultivate organic vegetables and fruits. It's not only just the normal foods. When you go for organic, there will be more demand in the future. Even we had in our country, organic fruits and vegetables were there in supermarkets even before COVID-19. But after COVID-19, people become more health conscious. People will be willing to buy organic aspects. So if you can produce it, there is definitely a market available. At least you can sell it to the supermarkets. Second aspect, where some of the farmers again in rural areas, they have started producing it. Again, the issue they have is distribution. I saw some of the very sadful pictures of farmers. They say 2,000 kilogram cultivated, but they are unable to distribute it. Pretty sad. You have a business opportunity there to establish a distribution network from those places to the one who need them, the supermarkets and shops and towns who need them. That matching of supply chain could be a new business opportunity for you. And the most interesting one for me is export market. I put triple stars on that because it can give us very high return on investment. You see, when we are experiencing certain things, when we have certain products with us, we might not know the true value of it. We have to invite an outsider and show the product. Then they show us what is the true value of the product. Believe me, Sri Lankan fruits have a wonderful value outside Sri Lanka. Would you believe me if I say the coconut water that we daily throw out of our kitchen is sold in bottles for like 400 rupees in some other countries because they value that, they see the worth of that. Would you believe me if I say Sri Lankan king coconut is sold in some streets of Dubai for 300-400 rupees, which we are just buying 50 rupees a king coconut. So there is real worth outside Sri Lanka because they are delicious, they are nutritious, and if we can make it organic also, it adds even more. I'm not saying it. Listen to the next video of this exciting tourist who has come to Sri Lanka and entered the candy market. See what she is saying about fruits in Sri Lanka.
This is so exciting, Kandy Market, and it just buzzes with color, activity, people, and the stores. You can buy anything here, anything at all. But the most incredible part of Kandy Market are their beautiful fruit stalls. I mean, just look at this. Look how they display their fruits. I think they're so original. I'd like to introduce you to a fruit that you've possibly never seen before in your lives. A mangosteen. You open it like this. Primitive way, the best way. Look at that. And it's filled with these succulent white segments. They just melt in your mouth. Sri Lanka has actually 18 different kinds of mangoes and 14 different kinds of bananas. Look at this. Red plantains. And believe me, they are delicious. They're rich and very, very fruity. Their grapes are wonderful. Look at this. Would you believe wood apples? Inside, you get this mushy brown stuff that tastes wonderful. They actually make juice out of wood apples. It tastes very much like the apple juice that we're used to. Dambus. This little fruit has got the most beautiful color, and they taste tart and refreshing on a hot day. These are super. Have a dambu. Big dambus. Olives. And the pièce de résistance. Soursop. This fruit makes the most marvelous mousse. And you can drink it. They make wonderful juice out of it. See if I can show you a bit of it here. There we are. Filled with these, look at that. And little black seeds that you just spit out once you suck the juice out of this wonderful indigenous Sri Lankan fruit. Soursop. Cheers.
Did you see that? How excited she was by looking at these fruits? I mean, daily we are seeing at these markets. We see even better fruits than this. But we didn't get that excitement because, as I told you earlier, we were seeing this every day and we are having this. They don't have these luxury fruits. These varieties not available there in some countries. So why can't we market it? And again, if we can market it as a value-added products rather than raw fruit as it is, if we can make it to another product out of fruits, label it as made in Ceylon, there is the future we have. Opportunity number 5. Opportunity number 5, due to this lockdowns, curfews, social distancing, so many worries people have lost their entertainment part. They are missing the routine entertainment that they were engaging in. And that gives many business opportunities for many of you. Even from home, you can entertain people. You want me to answer how? Look at this. Streaming videos is one option. Using YouTube, Facebook pages. We see even now people have started their own YouTube channels. And you all know, even Sri Lankan certain YouTube channels are world famous. For example, Village Life have close to 1.5 million subscribers. That is just showing the village life to the entire world. And again, cookery classes, online gym, online dancing, music classes. Yes, all these have been started and rocking really well in developed countries. We can also think about how we can set up in our country. That has a good ROI of 40% as well. Then another two options, drive-in movie theaters and remote tourism. Drive-in movie theaters is something like this. This is there, you might have seen in some Hollywood movies, but have never experienced in Sri Lanka. This could be the new way of watching movies in the world because it gives you your privacy, it shows you the movie, and most importantly, it keeps you the social distancing measure. Because if you think about traditional movie theaters, you don't know who come there. There can be plenty of different people come, and the risk is very, very high of getting the COVID-19 spread. So this could be the new normal of how we are experiencing movies. Another one is remote tourism. You know, our country is based on tourism. So many people are worrying about tourism getting down. It can be popped up. We can pick it up if we think innovative ways of attracting tourists. Check out this video that is used in Faroe Islands for a new, different way of attracting tourists known as remote tourism. And this technology is very much possible within Sri Lanka as well. Check this out.
My name is Guri Højgaard and I'm the director at Visit Faroe Islands. A few weeks ago, we had to ask tourists to not visit our 18 small islands because of the coronavirus. This was a difficult but necessary decision. Thank you all for understanding. Now that we don't have any tourists in the Faroe Islands, we have a lot of extra time on our hands. So we thought that we would give those of you who couldn't visit as planned and everyone else a chance to visit the Faroe Islands through us. We will be fitted with a camera and give everyone access to control us using their mobile phone. When you press forward, we move forward. When you press left, we turn left. And when you press jump, well, we jump. Each trip will begin in a new location, and as a virtual tourist, you can ride, sail, and even control a helicopter. So you can literally sit at home and control a helicopter in the Faroe Islands. Where we end up is up to you, as long as you keep us out of harm's way. You can take a free virtual trip at visitfaroeislands.com or follow our adventures on Facebook and Instagram Live. In the meantime, we look forward to welcoming you back to the Faroe Islands in real life.
That is a super cool way of doing tourism, isn't it? I know many of you will try out after finishing the webinar. So that's those kind of innovation also we can think about in promoting our tourism. So we said we will discuss 5 business opportunities, and I'm going to give you 2 bonus opportunities as well. Buy 5, get 2 free. So another opportunity you have, I know there are plenty of students, professionals watching this. Here is an opportunity for you. You can start up your BPO or KPO company now. This industry is already there in the world, in our country, but this time this industry can start booming. The main reason is because the companies would like to operate with low cost. They are laying off their employees, but still they want to continue the operation. How they can do it? By outsourcing the activities. So business process outsourcing or knowledge process outsourcing company could be the solution for them. You can do marketing there, you can do HR, you can do accounting, you can do law, many things that organizations do internally can be outsourced. So this opportunity will be there not only locally, but also in the global market. The next one, traditionally what we said as janitorial services companies or cleaning companies now would be labeled as professional disinfecting service company. You see, even in our country, how many private buildings we have, companies we have, banks, government offices, public places, all these need to be disinfected very frequently. And that gives the opportunity for a professional disinfecting service company. You don't need to do the labor job there. You can set up the company, network it, market it, win the orders, and continue the business operation. So those are the opportunities that I wanted to discuss with you. But having only the business opportunities, is that enough to start a business? That's enough, might be, to start a business. But the bitter truth that we have to understand, even in our country, is there are so many people starting new businesses, new ideas are coming up, but then after 6 months, 7 months, 1 year, they are nowhere in the market. The problem is there with whether the business is surviving in the long term. We say the sustainability of the business. Sustainability of the business, one of the main reasons why they could not convert these wonderful business opportunities to a global business venture, is not having the right business knowledge in doing the operation, marketing, production, managing employees, motivating people, satisfying customers. All this could become a problem. Managing the cash, all these issues, when they arise, they don't know how to get solutions for them. So for that, keeping that in mind, we created the NIBM Digital Campus, a fully online course known as Certificate Course in Business Management. If you think you are going to start a business, you are doing a business, and any of your friends are going to start and do a business, to make their business survive and sustain for a longer period, we would kindly recommend this course. This is fully going online. It will be there from next month onwards. At last, before we finish the webinar, I would like to say one quote. Journey of 1,000 miles begins with a single step. Why I say like this? Look at Jack Ma in 2003, where he was in 2003 and where he is today, the richest person in China. Look at Amazon.com, where they were in 2008 and where they are today, the largest online retail store in the world. And Amazon's owner is the richest person in the entire world. Look at Apple Macintosh. 1998, they were almost bankrupt. But within another 12 years, by 2010, they became the most valuable company in the world. So never ever worry about where you are starting. You can have a humble start and you could have a rocking end for your business. All right? Thank you very much for joining with us in the webinar.